mean, look at these tomatoes. Absolutely. Hello and welcome back to my allotment. It is a gorgeous sunny day down at the plot today. I've just got back from holiday, so we got back last night. It's Tuesday today, so I thought I'd bring you along with me. I'm going to work my way around the plot, having a look at what's going on in each bed, doing what I need to do to sort of like upkeep it. So there's probably going to be a lot of weeding and some harvesting doing in each bed. I thought I'd take you along with me. Okay, so we're going to start off right at the back of the plot. These are my raspberries. They were planted this year under bare root. They look absolutely fantastic. I've just got this one big bramble that I'm going to take out, and I'm just going to snip that at the bottom because I'm trying to do this at some speed. So I'm going to basically be doing each bed roughly. I'm not going to be taking too much time. I'm just going to be pulling up the weeds around everything and trying to get through each bed quickly because I need to sort of do a bit of an upkeep on all of the plot today, which means that not spending too much time on each bit. So I'm just going to take a few of the weeds up, and that will be absolutely fine for this area. It's just giving it a tiny little bit of a tidy. And the raspberries in this bed, they don't need anything. There's a tiny bit of a weed down here, but I'm not going to spend time digging that out today because, like I say, I want to get around the whole plot, and they look absolutely fine. So I'm going to move on to the next bit. I sort of know I'm going to need to spend more time on other things, so I don't want to get caught up right at the first thing I'm doing. So let's look at the polytunnel. The big polytunnel is looking amazing, if I'm honest. I mean, look at these tomatoes. Absolutely stunning tomatoes. Loads that are ripe in here, so I need to harvest all of those. And then my cucumbers are actually doing really well as well. Okay, so next job, I'm now in the big polytunnel. Now the tomatoes are sort of taking over in here, but I thought they would. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to go round and just twine any tomato vines that are too big, and I've got too big around the string. I'm going to do the same with the cucumbers, and then I'm just going to harvest anything that needs harvesting. So I've just been through and I've just made sure that every single tomato is twined along some string. I've made sure that everything is ready to harvest has been harvested. But I mean, look at these tomatoes, absolutely stunning. I've harvested some cucumbers and made sure these are all wound right the way round as well. And now it's looking very neat and tidy in here, and all the tomatoes now are not ready, so they're all green. Look at the size of that one, absolutely huge. Looking forward to that. And all my San Marzanos are right at the back, and none of those are ready yet. So this is the harvest that I've just got from the big polytunnel. So I've got a cucumber and lots of different varieties of tomato. This one's really interesting. I think this one's called Golden Accordion, I think. I've not grown that one before. Interesting. Okay, so it's getting quite hot, and the next job I've got to do is in the sun. It is my potatoes. So I've got my main crop potatoes and my second earlies. They need to come up. The plants have completely died back and they need to be harvested. So I'm going to do that now. So that bed there is my new asparagus bed. It's got nasturtiums in it. That's absolutely fine. I don't need to do anything with that bed. And I'm just doing the things today that I can manage. So I haven't got much time. I need to get done the things just to sort of like catch up a bit and keep on top of everything. So these are things that sort of do need doing. So these are going to be harvested right now. that is my second earlies, and that's 2 plants that I have just dug up. So I'm actually going to leave it there because that's enough for us for the time being. And I think I've got about another maybe 7 plants in there. So I will leave those until we actually need them. And my main crop, I mean, look at that. The plants are all completely gone and it's covered with weeds. I might just dig up one and see how it's got on. So they're not a bad size, my main crop ones actually. I'm not going to dig them all up because, like I say, I mean, look at that bed. That is just a disgrace, isn't it? But I'm getting a good crop from them, but we don't need all these at the moment. So I'm going to just take these for the time being. And then in the next week or so, as and when I need them, I'll just be digging them up. But I'm quite pleased with how they've turned out. It's getting so hot down here, guys. So I'm going to harvest some rhubarb because I've actually been waiting a few years for that rhubarb. This is the last probably opportunity I'm going to get to harvest some. So let's get up some of this gorgeous rhubarb. Okay, that's that little job done. I finally got some rhubarb. This was the first thing I ever planted on this allotment, these rhubarbs. They were from my aunt. I think someone had given them to her. They hadn't done well in her garden. They weren't doing very well in my allotment. And after all these years, they finally are. I'm so pleased with that, guys. I'm absolutely over the moon with this rhubarb. Okay, so last sort of harvests now, really, because it's getting really, really hot and there's only so much really you can do in this heat, and I need to get back. So I'm going to harvest some of these spring onions right here. So I've got these spring onions that have been in here for quite a while. I'm just going to take a handful for myself. Okay, so I've got a few spring onions. I'm the only one that eats spring onions in our house, so I've just got a little handful I can have with my dinner tonight, and I've left the rest in there. These were actually given to me by Danny at Grow Up, so thank you so much, Danny. If you haven't seen his channel, I'll leave a link in the description. Head over. He grows so much on his 2 allotment plots actually. He's just got a new allotment plot. Have a look if you haven't already checked him out. He shows everything he does. He's got an amazing channel and amazing plots. And he gave me these when I went to visit him, so I'm going to enjoy these. Thank you, Danny. So I'm going to harvest some beans now. So I'm going to see if I can position you on my archway so that you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm just going to start harvesting these beans off this archway. I've got loads of different varieties on here, so it's quite exciting actually because they're all different. They're all different types of beans. So I've got absolutely loads of beans off of my bean arch, but I don't think I thought it through putting them on a bean arch because it's so high at the top and they're growing so high. I don't know I'm going to be able to harvest them, but that's probably a nice problem to have. So anyway, I'm happy with my beans. I've got another couple of handfuls from the inside. These are from the outside. So I think that's all the harvesting today. That's the main sort of things that I wanted to do today, and that's the sort of thing that I just want to catch up on when I just get back from holiday. Harvesting, tiny bit of weeding, and just looking at the beds basically and seeing what's going on, what I need to do. There's not actually a massive amount of weeding to do, so this, I'm just drying these peas here, so I'm going to leave that be. This bed's absolutely fine with my dwarf French beans and my spring onions in, and then my potatoes I'm going to be harvesting anyway. So there's not actually as much as it looks like sometimes. When you actually get down to the nitty gritty, it's not as much to do as you think. My pumpkins are looking really, really good. So I've just had a look there and look at them, they're all starting to grow. And I've just spotted out of the corner of my eye, am I right? Yes! I've just spotted a little pumpkin. So that's all I'm going to do today. I've done my harvesting, I've done my tiny little bit of weeding. I'm just going to give everything a water, and then I think I'm going to take you to my aunt's house to pick up my chilies. I'm going Thursday, so it's Monday today. No, so it's Tuesday today. I don't know what day it is. You know when you go on holiday and you don't know what day it is. So I'm going there Thursday, so I think I'm going to take you with me so you can see how the chilies have been doing. So welcome to my aunt's house. So I've come to collect my chilies today and they are all looking absolutely fantastic. Okay, so first one that I am boxing up is my Black Knight, and look at the fruit on those. There's two absolutely huge peppers on there. So amazing. Need to stake that up when I get back as well. This is one of my hot wax, and that's looking good. That's got a chili on it, so I'm pleased with that, and that feels like that's ready to harvest as well. My Tabasco's looking really, really healthy, although there isn't any fruit on it. The actual plant looks really, really good. I'm pleased with that. The basket of fire is looking absolutely fantastic, and you can see some of them have really started turning red now. So they're looking really, really good. I've got two of those. The other one is a little bit smaller, but still doing really well, looking really healthy. And this one is my Sweet Ingrid. And it does look like there's a few peppers forming inside there. The plant looks healthy as well, so really pleased with that. Okay, my Padron peppers. They are looking fantastic as well. They look really good, really pleased with them. And the plant looks really good. And I've got my red chili, and I think you can see there so much fruit on here, and a lot of them are actually red, so that's exciting. So this was my second Padron, and just look at that, there is, I don't know, maybe 12, 14 peppers on there, and they all look absolutely fantastic. Really, really good. Really pleased with that. Really healthy looking plant as well. I'll have to send them here more often, won't I? And I've got another red chili here. This was the bigger one, and again there's probably, oh I don't know, it's probably about 20 fruit on that. 20 peppers, 20 chilies, sorry. These red chilies, so that looks good as well. These are my two red peppers. This one, it actually looks okay. It's not doing bad considering that was eaten right down to here. It's made a bit of a recovery, so I'm quite happy with that. And this one has actually got a pepper on there as well, so can't complain about those two. Okay, last two, I've got my hot wax. So this was the bigger hot wax I had. It's huge. This is really, really big, and I mean, look how many chilies are on that. That's just laden. I'm really pleased with that. That looks fantastic, doesn't it? That looks really, really, really good. And this was my, oh, this one's my Sweet Aster. Look at that. Absolutely fantastic. I'm so pleased with how these chilies are. I've been away now, so this, I dropped them off probably 2 weeks ago actually, because I dropped them off before I went on holiday. And then it's been a couple of days since I got back, so my aunt's been looking after them for 2 weeks, so thank you so much. That is actually my question of the day today. What do you do when you go away? Do you get neighbours to look after your plants? Do you take them on holiday themselves, the people to look after, or do you just leave them? What do you do? So those chilies will now be coming home with me tonight, but while I'm here, I'm just going to show you my aunt's garden because it's stunning, absolutely fabulous. So it's a new build property and she didn't move in that long ago, so this was just a blank canvas. So I'm just going to show you what she's done so far. So there's my chilies there. That's what I've just boxed up, and there's the bigger ones here. So all the way down this side, there's all different plants planted within the border. So she's got some tomatoes here, and there's some more here. She's got a eucalyptus. She's actually got three eucalyptus, sorry, up against this fence. And then lots of things planted in the border. Look at these roses. That is just stunning. Strawberries down here, which look like they're still flowering. I think that's a peony there. And some raspberries. And then this wasn't actually here. There was a shed in the corner, but this is all new, and all of this area is new. And to just sort of like partially block off these sheds, my aunt's got these amazing containers. I mean, look at these. These are just absolutely stunning. So she's got two of them sort of blocking off that pathway in the sheds, but it's partially, so you can see through it. Then she's got these gorgeous willow plants, sort of like a lattice at the bottom, planted all along there, just with some other little bits and pieces. But that just gives such a good interest there. So if we walk around this way, past the sheds, look at this area. This is just absolutely place to be on a summer evening or a winter evening. And I know my aunt sits here in the rain when it's raining, because she's got these gorgeous trees above her. I mean, what a place to be. What a place to be. And then this side here, this is all new. So again, she's got this border, which is really, really interesting. Such a nice touch. All the flowers planted here. Some nice pots here, nice arrangement of pots. Some nice cosmos there. I love that colour. Goes really well with this as well. And a nice rose in this one that's just starting to come out. And that's the view from this corner. She's got this seating area here, which is more of a casual seating area. So it's been raining, so there's no seat pads out. Some nice ferns in the middle, outdoor rug, and then this is more of a dining table here with a big umbrella for when the sun does come out. And look at this olive tree. This is so nice. I love these olive trees. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, and look, I can't forget this. Some tomatoes ripening in this pot. Just look at those details there, little succulents in some little containers, and they just make such a big impact. A big impact. So I'm now sat in my aunt's seating area in the corner of her garden. Absolutely gorgeous view outside. Can't wait to get my chilies home. Get them watered as well, because I haven't been watered because I have to carry them in the car, so they're in a box. Just before I go, I just wanted to ask one favour of you. If it would be possible to, if you enjoy my videos, please hit the like button. Please leave a comment, even if it's just a thumbs up or a heart or a smiley face, just something to say that you've enjoyed my video. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. I'm asking this because it really helps my channel and it really helps my videos get out to a wider audience. Thank you so much for watching today, and I'll see you again soon.